Hey everybody, welcome to another video. I'm Scavenger, and while I was working on one of my other videos, the Tentacle Beach Party video that is already published, I kind of I discovered some other things that they just have to be addressed. They just have to, and that is Tentacle Erotica. I didn't really know it was a big thing. I mean, I would have just assumed it was a thing, but there's actually books about tentacle love, lust, something like that. Anyways, once I saw all this stuff, I had to go a little bit further down the rabbit hole. So let's take a look at some of these books. I mean, we've got books like Teenage Tentacle Beach Party, Taken by the Tentacle Monster, Tentacle Games, the complete series. I like this one. I've fallen and there's a tentacle in my butt. Again. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, these sound pretty interesting, so we're going to go ahead and take a look. Hey, starting off at the top of the list with Teenage Tentacle Beach Party. This is most of these books you can get on Amazon. Some are pretty short. I think this one's pretty short. What does it say? It's like, where's the word count here? There's a word count somewhere. 3,350 words. That seems like a pretty short book, I think. But anyway, let's see. Let's read a little bit about it. Tiffany and her friends have a day of soaking up the sunshine along the beach planned. Though it's not long before people go missing, and the girls are forced to investigate what could have taken them. Suddenly, they too are snatched by a mysterious creature from the ocean, wrapping its long, pulsating tentacles around each of their limbs. Taking it back to a darkened cave along the beach, what does the creature want from the girls? And can they handle the unrelenting lust of the tentacles? Um, oh, look, we even have an excerpt from this. Okay. Tiffany scrambled around the rocks, watching the creature restraining her friends before snaking across to her. Her fingers slipped as she felt herself hauled backwards, held tightly by two lengths of the creature throbbing hard against her leg. Her skin ran cold as they flipped her across onto her back. Tiffany screamed and clawed mindlessly at the cold rock that felt wet and moist. She could feel the blood being squeezed from her legs as the tentacle slithered forebodingly across her body. One of the tendrils slid beneath the waistband of her bikini bottoms, emerging at the top before gliding up across her stomach. She shivered as it grazed her belly button. The thickened muscle of the creature pressed roughly against her skin. Hmm. I wonder where that's going to go. What does the tentacle monster want? I don't know. You guys are going to have to read it if you want to find out. Anyway, that was Teen Tentacle Beach Party. What about Taken by the Tentacle Monster? Oh, this is a BBW Paranormal Tentacle Menage Erotica? What? Monsters of the Deep Book 1. Oh, a sizzling hot encounter with a dominant tentacle monster under the sea. I'm already. Hey, and it's free. This is free on Kindle Unlimited. There you go. There you go. Lost at sea after a plane crash, curvy Amelia's prospects are bleak. After several days in a life raft without food or water, she falls overboard and sinks like a stone. A homogeneous tentacled creature saves her through a mysterious injection, giving her powers beyond human imagination. The ability to breathe in inky depths, not the least of them. The drug also makes her incredibly receptive to the sea monster's advances, and she finds herself helpless in its tentacles. She winds up stuffed by the tentacles in every imaginable spot of her body, taken hard and without protection by the ravaging beast. She loves every moment of it. Okay. All right. That one got straight to the point. You know, one thing I was wondering, looking at the book covers, is do the models that do the covers for these books know like what they're modeling? It's like, hey, I'm writing this book. I'd love to have a model. Would you be interested? Oh yeah, I'd love to. Blah 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 blah. What do you need? I just need you to pose sexily in a bikini. Oh yeah, no problem. Book comes out. Oh, I didn't know I was going to be on a tentacle monster book. Hmm. No, I'm sure they know. Hey, another free book on Amazon. Tentacle Games, the complete series. Another tentacle monster erotica. I really didn't know there was like a big thing. Is it a big thing? Like do people read this? Oh, let's see. Let's see what Tentacle Games has to offer. would you do for a life-changing amount of money? Two women are willing to face the wrath of tentacle monsters in the popular Tentacle Games reality TV show. The punishment for losing? Experiencing out of this world passion at the hands of the tentacle beast. And the third woman? She created the tentacle monsters for the show, and she loves her creations in more ways than one. And she wants to share them with the world. Okay, I see what's going on. There's three different books you get with this. There's the Tentacle Games 1, 2, and 3. Um, anyway, we don't need to read all of it. If you want to read it, if you want to check it out, just look it up on Amazon. It's there. This other one, oh, okay, this one's not on Amazon, but I thought the title was fucking hilarious. I've fallen and there's a tentacle in my butt. Again. All right, this is by Edward Noddy. I like that pen name. Good job, Edward. 3.25 stars. I didn't even look at the ratings on the other ones. Only 4 ratings. We'll have to read that review too. Margaret discovered that remains of the monster when she returned. That's not a good sentence. All right, Edward, you're already off to a bad start. Margaret discovered that the remains of the monster when she returned to the lab. Most of the tentacles had been severed off. Things were much worse than she could imagine. The idea of all those tentacles on the loose in the outside world worried her. The chance of them finding a host had risen exponentially. They turned on the news and discovered that chaos had already started within the city. They rushed out of the lab, and just as they reached the outside, Jenny fell on the ground, and a tentacle had anchored her butt and rapidly dragged her off into the distance. Everything happened so fast, they didn't have a chance to stop it. Margaret realized there was only one thing left to do to attract the tentacles, and it was something she dreaded doing. Will they save Jenny and recover all of the tentacles before it's too late? I'm confused. What does she have to do? All right, let's look at the review. All right, this book, while not long, felt a lot longer than the others. I had a hard time keeping my interest in the whole Tentacle Monster Science Lab story, and it seemed to just go on and on. Where's Lisa? I still miss her. I think Lisa must be from another book in the series. I think it's interesting though. This person is actually a fan of the series and just didn't care for this one that much. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, tentacles in my pool. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. That's when you got to call the pool guy. Mackenzie's father always warned her that she needed to keep the pool clean. Yeah, you do. The sexy, spoiled college girl isn't used to being out of control, no matter how far her parties can go. When your world consists of both humans and fantasy beasts, parties can rage long into the night, after all. Okay, so we already have an established thing that there's fantasy creatures in this book, so interesting. All right. Still, she probably should have checked to be sure that none of her magical guests left anything behind, because something is lurking in the pool, and it's full of eggs. Mackenzie may soon find herself also stuffed to capacity. How long is this one? I think this is another shorter one, because a slippery short story featuring a horny tentacle monster and the woman who could barely contain it. All right. Oh, it's only 13 pages in print. Yeah, that's an easy read, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. I'm promoting all these tentacle books. I know there's other ones too. There's a lot, actually, a lot more than I ever expected. Those are just like the first ones I found. I have no clue if any of them are good. Maybe we'll read one on the channel sometime. Let me know. Let me know what you think. If you think that's a good idea. I've read one book on this channel before. I'm not afraid to do it again. Anyway, you guys take it easy. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Go ahead and smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.